I'm Steph Smith. I'm the pastor of Cathedral tonight. If you haven't heard of us, I really don't want to stand.
Okay, don't stand up.
Sorry, if you can't, do you want me to stand? I just would. Okay.
People can't see you.
I gotta hold my notebook then. So if you haven't heard of us, we are an outdoor church. We meet in front of First Churches Sunday nights, and we have dinner together as well. So please come join us anytime for either of those. But a lot of our community is that comes to Cathedral is experiencing homelessness and poverty. Really important. Language isn't going to fix everything, but it does do something. They're not the homeless. They're people experiencing homelessness and poverty. We're not the street church. You know, we are on the street, but we're not a homeless church. And so I a little bit feel like I have to lift up some of their concerns as well. And but I want to share with you my experience just Saturday night downtown. I was going downtown with my family and my friends to go to a show at the Academy of Music. And I went out to dinner and was just walking around, and man, Friday night in Northampton is busy, or it was Saturday night. It's busy, and there's a lot of people, and everyone's going to shows and going to restaurants and that kind of thing, and I love that. I got my coffee cup. I love this place and all the shops and the energy and the arts of this town. So I'm just sort of in my little space, but my community, many of whom don't have houses, their place to be is downtown on the street. So here I am in my happy bubble of going to the comedy show and grabbing a cup of coffee before the show, and my community is standing on a street corner because someone just died of an overdose. And they're panhandling, those panhandlers, right? They're panhandling to raise money for food for his memorial. And they're grieving on the sidewalk because they don't have homes or churches to grieve. And here I am in my happy little bubble of downtown Northampton, and then my heart is broken because of an overdose and the loss of a good friend and someone I loved who was a great writer and a poet and a great thinker. Right on Main Street, right out, and you can probably, I don't know if it got washed away in the rain, but you can see the memorial right there in front of Haymarket. This is my downtown. I feel like what I love about downtown is also what breaks my heart, because everybody is all together in one place, but we don't always see each other. And if you were downtown on Saturday, I don't know if you even noticed, and this isn't to say you should have noticed. I just mean you might not know and have those connections, but lots of people do, and my heart broke that night. We sort of have these two different worlds kind of colliding sometimes. And that's really heartbreaking and hard and awesome and messy, all together in one place. But then there's great moments where we serve a meal every night, and it takes a lot to serve a meal to sometimes in the summer over 100 people. And different churches from all over the valley, all over Massachusetts, all over Connecticut, come to Northampton every week to have dinner and worship and be with one another. And I always tell people, thanks for bringing the food, which is awesome, but the biggest gift you bring is yourself. I really believe what changes people's lives are not the stuff, it's the people. It's the relationships. And so we are all about building those relationships. Some of the things that I think are amazing about Northampton, I've never been part of a town that has so much affordable housing and shelter beds, which is great. And we're not done, because there's not enough beds for addiction. There's not enough beds for mental health. There's not enough community walking with people. We can get someone housing, but who walks with them to keep that housing, to find work, to keep that job? And but then there's these amazing connections. We get ice cream from Harold's and food from Roberto's and Local Burger and State Street, and we get to hang out at Haymarket every week. And so it's those connections that really kind of bring us together, and I hope we can keep building on that.